Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with another Warhammer 40k video. And the topic for today's video, LAKOR, the first Demon Prince. And of course, the video is by Voldemort's Guide to Warhammer. Let's check it out. I do hope the audio is okay. I did try to change around some of the settings, so hope it came out alright.
Welcome, gentle listener. I am Voldemort, your faithful servant, and I wish to introduce you to the important factions, forces, and faces of the Warhammer 40k universe.
That's a little better.
The grim darkness of the far future, where there is no time for peace.
There is only time for war.
And today, we are to take a brief look at one of the most complicated figures in the setting. Of course, I speak of none other than the first Demon Prince, LAKOR. As we are about to find out, LAKOR is not an overtly complicated character.
Yep, there was a guy at my store that always played LAKOR.
The nuances of his history, his existence in not only the grim darkness of the far future.
He was also really like the only one that used him too.
The age of Sigma that brings about the head-pounding possibilities. But before we get onto these details and getting to know him, a brief word from the sponsor of this video. I shall be brief, 80 seconds. Here goes. Raid Shadow Legends, where you too can be a legend. It's a great game, that's all that matters. Wait a minute. Oh, what's that? Techno stuff that if you can stand,
but yeah, there was a guy at my store that always played LAKOR, and that was like his main army was just Chaos Demons, and
most things really.
always used LAKOR. He was the only one that had the model too.
Not him again. And it's 2 now. Would you believe it? All this in just 2 years. Starting off smaller than a squig, it's now a mighty squig-off. It has dominated the gaming world and is #1 in the USA for 2020. Over 1 million players, over 2 billion battles, and a massive community. Okay, and singing, even about Raid.
But I mean, his new model
because it's worthy of song.
is
and the festivities are
awesome.
With special anniversary events and tournaments with
LAKOR's model is so badass now.
The first ever
After
Clan
all those
and the release
years,
of the Shadow King faction and more
finally
action
got
at
a
the Doom
massive
Tower.
update.
If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description.
I'll have to take a look at it at the end.
QR code, and you'll get your free epic champion, Jotun. A big lad, as the ladies say. 100k silver, 50 gems, and 3 ancient shards. So you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in-game.
Oh, I also did Warhammer's Space Marine game. So even guys who might want to check out that video, let me know if you want more of that gameplay footage. So
your legend today.
Something else you can take a look at.
And with that done, as usual, for the very basics, let us lean on existing wisdom. To quote, LAKOR, the Dark Master. LAKOR was the first mortal bestowed with Demon Princehood.
I think there's rumors that he might be in Total War 3.
What horrors he inflicted to secure such a reward are not described in.
Because I guess at the end of one of the trailers, there's like some whispering you can faintly hear.
The LAKOR somehow managed to draw the gaze of all 4 of the Dark Gods, pleasing them sufficiently that each granted him a portion of their godly might. This soon was shown to be a dire mistake. The Chaos Gods seldom share anything for long, and so it was with LAKOR. For a time, the gods fought over the winged Demon Prince, feuding as children might squabble over a favored toy. However, they soon realized the folly of combining their might into a single vessel, as LAKOR was nearly uncontrollable. It was not long.
I mean, that's got to be hard trying to balance out,
to raise up new demon princes.
You know, all the Chaos Gods. Do a little for him, little for him, little for him.
Although LAKOR remained the strongest of the demon princes, his might was diminished as the gods spread their power amongst their other servants. Nevertheless, LAKOR remains a master of shadows, moving behind the veil of history and exerting the will of the Chaos Gods upon the universe. The origins of LAKOR are spoken of only as myth and rumor, tales torn from the tongues of captive demons or forbidden lore recorded on ancient crypt walls, crude pictographs found in the caves of dry, dead worlds, or primitive statues hidden in the sunken depths of Deathworld oceans speak to Be'lakor's immortal reign within the galaxy. Scholars have been driven mad.
Okay, that is pretty badass.
Of the demon's presence woven into the history of the universe, always lurking in the shadows behind the rise and expansion of the mortal races. Even the secretive Grey Knight Space Marine chapter, created by the Emperor to combat the demonic forces of the Warp, know little of Be'lakor's true history, only conflicting lies and impossible fabrications.
Wow, really? Even the Grey Knights don't know really much about him?
Over mortal empires
Oh, see, look at that model.
The demon prince conquering a world and subjugating its people.
God, that model
forcing
is
them
so
to worship him
fucking
as
awesome.
a god during the time men know as Old Night or the Age of Strife. When a race would fall into decline, ruined by Be'lakor's greed and malevolence, the demon would move on, finding a new burgeoning race to be his playthings. Several times, the demon prince is said to have been the lord of sector-spanning empires, a dark demonic god ruling over 1,000 worlds and billions of loyal followers. Relics and ruins of dead worlds still exist that suggest that there may be some truth to these legends. Whether their source was Be'lakor or not is more difficult to say. Like a petulant firstborn son, Be'lakor has always had a bitter jealousy towards anything or anyone that wins the favor of the Dark Gods. For millennia,
yeah, wasn't he jealous of Archaon?
Plots and schemes of the demonic,
because he had to like serve under Archaon.
However, what Be'lakor mistook for free will and a measure of revenge against those who have usurped his power was merely the great game between the Chaos Gods. When the demon brought down a champion of Nurgle, invariably he was doing Tzeentch's bidding, and while laying a warrior of the blood god low, he was fulfilling the will of Slaanesh. Be'lakor remains.
So you gotta try to balance it out. That's gotta be tough.
Or perhaps chooses to ignore them. His own thirst for power and the pleasure of proving his mastery over rival champions of chaos seems enough to make him forget the sorcerous tethers the gods continually try and wind tightly around his neck.
Ooh,
Hidden behind
that's a pretty cool
secrets
picture.
and lies, it is impossible to know for sure if Be'lakor is doing the bidding of the Chaos Gods or simply working towards his own profits and power.
Now, can the Chaos Gods like take all their powers away from him if they wanted to?
Be'lakor strikes with his mighty claws and wields the blade of shadows. A massive sword that
I mean, I understand, you know, they don't want to lose him. They want to try to mine, but
as a weapon,
what if Khorne just like
and mere silhouette
takes Khorne's powers and gifts away from him?
With ease.
Could all the Chaos Gods do that to him?
As a part of the demon itself.
I mean, obviously they won't, but
bestowed upon
hypothetical.
Him by the Dark Gods that Be'lakor somehow retained in spite of his fall from favor, none can truly say. An opportunist, Be'lakor has been sighted fighting alongside the demon legions of each of the gods since the opening of the Great Rift. He has pledged aid to several renegade chapters, even fighting in the company of Abaddon the Despoiler and his Black Legion.
Really?
But like so much about the shadowy demon prince, exactly what his winding plot seeks to achieve is unknown. End quote.
End quote.
Be'lakor, the first demon prince. Now, the actual nature of demon princes I hope to engage in very soon, but for the time being, let us be brief. He is a living extension of the Dark Gods who lent him power. As I will explain in more detail, you should not really see it as the being who was Be'lakor simply leveling up. No, this is simply not the case. From my exploration and perspective of the lore, when one becomes a demon prince, one does not simply become augmented, engorged with the power of chaos, so to put it. This may well be true of some situations, but not of apotheosis into a demon prince. It means that realistically, the mortal who ascends is subsumed into the very soul of the Chaos God or gods that they serve. They merge with them in an almost Buddhist way, so that they become one. But the greater will, that of the Dark God, always wins out. Then, like other Neverborn, the being
Oh
that
my
is
god,
the
there's
demon
the
prince
old model.
is merely a small part of the god cut from itself, and given the semblance
Wow,
of
looking
free
back
will
at the
and
old model
agency.
now.
But they do not have this. They are forever linked, really being one with the god that they serve. And thrice woe to the being that serves the dark gods of chaos undivided, as LAKOR does, for it means that any of the 4 dark gods can slip their sentience into him at any time, and affect all that he does. And this is a sad life indeed. For LAKOR is on the one hand, the most powerful mortal to have lived, apart from perhaps, just perhaps, the master of mankind. But on the other hand,
Really?
he is also the most pathetic of things. A slave to darkness, a sock puppet that any of them can choose to fill with their own agency, their own agenda.
Oh, okay, I was gonna be like,
Anytime.
what? Really? Pathetic?
He is nothing and everything at the exact same moment. All that matters is perspective. But LAKOR's history is complicated by the fact that he exists in all of the games of Warhammer, all of its multiverses so far.
Yeah, it's true that it can be used in Warhammer and 40k.
The old fantasy setting of Warhammer that is now regaining popularity through the excellent game Warhammer Total War. Although derivative, it was a much-loved setting.
There is rumors that he might be in the 3rd
But
game.
he has now been seen in not only the grim darkness of the far future, 40k, but also in the realms that the God King Sigmar is attempting to hold against a new wave of chaos. As I have stated before, the Chaos Realms are all intrinsically linked. One can pass from one region, one time, existence, to another. For all realms in the multiverse are connected by the forces of chaos, and it is stated by many that creation can only come from the primordial power of chaos. So no chaos, no universe. But I believe he is the opposite of the dark gods. In my entry on Grandfather Nurgle, I postulated that the genesis of the dark gods may have been in that dark future.
Whoa,
in 40k.
That's kind of cool.
For when one of them, any of them, gained sentience in the warp, they instantly became existent in all periods touched by the warp. As the Immaterium, the warp is outside of the rules of time and space. So if something exists in the warp, it can exist anywhen.
Damn,
as well
look at
as
that model.
anywhere via it. But with LAKOR,
Look at the size of it.
in a world that was, and has then crept through the many
I know,
alleys
it is
and
a
pathways
massive
of the
model.
warp, until he now has the routes to and fro between the many worlds and times. Thus it is that this scion of evil, this ultimate catspaw who has too many masters, is dragged from one goal to another across all of the realms. As the quote stated, it remains to be seen if he is merely this, a catspaw, or if somehow the first demon prince, by dint of his power and experience, is forging his own path entirely. And what are his plans for both Archaon and Abaddon the Spoiler? Only time will tell.
Interesting. I don't know. Archaon is
I have been Voldemort, your faithful
Archaon's
servant.
something else,
I
though.
hope you've enjoyed
You
this
know,
brief introduction to LAKOR. If so, then please do consider liking and
Archaon's
subscribing. If you do, then hit the
almost like a
notification button,
5th god
as I
level.
would not want you to miss out. Now, no matter what you do today, do try to make some time for fun. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Okay, so yeah, there we go. LAKOR, the first demon prince. That's pretty badass that his origins are very secretive, and that not even the Grey Knights really know anything about him, and that's crazy. Grey Knights don't know? Man, but that has to be tough, you know, trying to balance out, do favors for Nurgle, do favors for Khorne, do favors for Tzeentch, do favors for Slaanesh, but not too much, because then, oh, well, look at this, he's doing too much for you know, for Nurgle or something like that, so he's going to Nurgle, you know, you gotta kind of balance it out right, and that's gotta be, you know, that's gotta be very difficult. You know, you don't want to do too much for one, because then the others will think, uh-oh, you know, now you're favoring this one, over me, you know? So, yeah, that's going to be tough. Man, I don't know. But, yeah, that's very cool. All right, let's go over to Games Workshop and take another look at the model. Okay, just bring this right over here. Ooh, find out what's new this week. Why the hell not? There we go. Ah, yes, the Sisters of Battle. Oh, so that's all that's new. View all. Ooh, what else do we got? Tainted Cohort. Sold out, sold out, sold out. What would it be under? Warhammer? I guess they're either one. Grand Alliance Order. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, see, look at Archeon. I mean, he is like basically like a fifth god, if you will. I mean, look at Dorgar. I mean, like, Jesus, like three-headed dragon with what does it even have for like heads? Ugh, can't really. Any other pictures I can? Oh, there we go. Okay. So what's it got? A Bloodthirster head, a Great Unclean One, and a Lord of Change? I mean, that's pretty damn badass. Back in my day, Dorgar was just a horse. A big horse. Demonic horse. Nothing like this. No three-headed dragon horse thing. It was just a horse. I thought I still had the model somewhere. I don't know, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Oh yeah, kind of broken. Just like, yeah. Yeah, back in my day. Yeah, it's all busted up now. Yep, back in my day. Yeah, there's Archeon's lower half and everything like that. But yeah, there's Dorgar. Was Dorgar. Talk about feeling old now. There we go. Put him back up there. But yeah, I mean, that is awesome. Alright, let's go back. Demon Prince. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's try Hero. Should be under there. Archeon. View all pages. Where? Oh, where are you? Oh, is he sold out? That is cool. I really want that. Valkia the Bloody. Her story is pretty interesting. These guys here are fucking awesome. Ooh, who's she? Viking looking. Might have to, if there's any story about her. Darkoth? War Queen? Chaos Lord on Manticore. Wow, that's still the same. Dragon Ogre Shaggoth? Really? No updates on that? There he is. Yep, temporarily out of stock online. LAKOR, the Dark Master, $140. But damn, look at him. I like that sword. But yeah, that is one hell of a model. Even 360. Wish I could really zoom in more. I can't zoom in more. It's too bad. But yeah. But I mean, that is how he should look. Giant, towering presence, if you will. Even all Demon Princes. Even the other one. The one... Let's see. Back up here. Here. I mean, he's not as big, but I mean, he is just a Demon Prince. I mean, you know, yeah, he is not LAKOR, and LAKOR should be, you know, a towering presence, but that doesn't mean that all Demon Princes, you know, should be, you know, should have a towering oh, you can, oh, there's multiple styles you can do? Oh, wow. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Wow. Oh, I see some things haven't changed. Yep. Okay, so there's like a couple of different bodies you can pick, couple of different heads you can choose from. I mean, let's see. Let's see the old school. Demon Prince. Old. There are pictures of it. See the. There we go. Is that the right one? Can I open up the picture? Open. Oh, that's why is it gotta be such a tiny little picture? God damn it. What about this one? Alright, well, kind of a little bit better, but yeah, that was that was the Demon Prince back then. I mean, it's still kinda a little bit the same, sorta, but I mean, you can, looks like, customize them. But yeah, there we go. There's the, oh my god, there's the box. Yep. Oh my god. Talk about bringing me back. Jeez. Yep. When I used to play 40K, that was my HQ. You know, that is what I took as an HQ in my Chaos 40K army. Gave him the, I guess you could say it was kind of cheesy, but I gave him the Dread Axe. I don't know if that's still a weapon or not, or still a, an option you can pick, but yeah, I gave him the Dread Axe, which is kind of cheesy, I guess you can say, because, well, at least what the rules used to be was, because he was a monstrous creature, that allowed no normal saves. So the only thing, if, you know, we got into combat, would be if you had an invulnerable save, you could only take that. But with the Dread Axe, it took away invulnerable saves. So yeah, no saves whatsoever, just straight damage. Cheesy? Maybe. But I mean, if they didn't want people to use it, they shouldn't have put it in the rule book. Or put it in the army book, I should say. You know, as one of the choices. But, yep. That's what I used to do. I have this model. Aspiring Deathbringer. Okay. Hey, I got him too. Exalted Hero of Chaos. That looks cool. Skull Grinder. I don't know what a Skull Grinder is, but damn. I like that. Mace Flail. Lord of Pain. That's pretty cool. Lord of Blight. Bloodmaster. I don't know what a Bloodmaster is, but damn. Aspiring Deathbringer with Gore Axe and Skull Hammer. I always like playing Undivided. In 40k and in fantasy, I was always Undivided because I could really never pick between any of the Chaos Gods and stuff like that. I liked certain things for each, from each thing. Like I took when I really needed to make points and stuff like that, like my Chaos Army, I could, even though I didn't have many models, I could deck them the hell out. I had a unit of Chaos Warriors with two-handed weapons. I would make them chosen. And now they're like, I don't remember how much it was. I think I still have the army book probably somewhere. Probably like 24 points a model or something like that. An extra weapon was like an extra point. So I mean, they were like 25 points a model. And then giving them the Mark of Corn was like another couple of points, but that allowed for another attack. So I mean, I think it was something like, I think Chosen had 2 attacks, base, extra hand weapon, and Mark of Corn. So I think like 4 attacks each. I mean, their save went down because they had no shield, but 4 attacks, oof, And then I would take Plague Bearers, because I did like their defense and their armor and stuff like that. They were really good at that. So I could never really, pick between, pick between the Chaos Gods and stuff like that. I did have like a Tzeentch Sorcerer, just because, Chaos has no shooting, so I needed something, to try to counter at least some magic, at least I'd have, something, instead of just like, okay, here come my guys, and, they're getting shot to pieces by like the Empire's cannons or Skaven when they weren't killing each other and stuff like that, so I'd take like a couple of Tzeentch Sorcerers and stuff like that just to have something, get like a couple of spells off at least, just to try to even it out. Yeah, I mean, is I think still the Hell Cannon. I think that's still around. I don't know if anything else has changed. But I mean, that thing was like highly inaccurate, and if you misfired, then, well, shit went sideways, because it would just be like, okay, oh, look at Chaos Dwarves, eat those. Oh, look at that, there's no one to control me now, so I'm just gonna go off on my own and attack whatever I want and spew like bile on friend or foe, whatever's closest to me. So Vermin Lords. Why is there so many different Vermin Lords? There used to be only like one. Like the Vermin Lord. And now there's 5 of them. Who are these 2? Those are pretty cool. Dexessa? Sinessa? The voice of Slaanesh? The talent of Slaanesh? Interesting. The Glotkin? Scarbrand. Green and Clean One, Lord of Change. That's a pretty cool model. So these gotta be like named characters or something like that, Rodigus. Slaughter Priest? What the hell is a Slaughter Priest? Either way. Corn? Swollen Chaos. Boiling enemies alive with a roared prayer. So what, is he kind of like the opposite of like a warrior priest? Notorious for gaining their... Drinking the blood of fallen foe. Attributed corn, okay. So what is he? So is he just like the opposite of a warrior priest? I got a warrior priest. Yeah, I got a little warrior priest. Trying to get some more light in here. I got no light whatsoever. Yeah, a little warrior priest. Has his hammer and everything. Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Ooh, that's a much better looking model. Claw Lord? Wait, no, that's Queek Head Taker. What are you talking about? That's Deathmaster Snitch. Oh man. Exalted Deathbringer. Chaos Lord. Exalted Deathbringer with Impaling Spear. That's pretty cool. Scar Bloodwrath. I'm still surprised they never changed or updated this model at all. Because that's still the same. That's definitely changed. That's definitely changed. But I'm surprised the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth still has not changed at all. War Machines. Here we go. What do we got for War Machines for Chaos? Oh, right. Skaven. Wizards? What do we got for... Wizards? Yep, all the same. All the same, yep. Let's look at, What do we got for, take that off. Beasts of Chaos. Ooh. Okay, we got some Beastmen here. Okay. Doombull. Wow. That's really cool. Cygor. Can't wait for that new update in Total War. The Bray Herds. Let's see, Blades of Corn. Skull Taker. That's pretty cool. Demons of Corn, Bloodthirster. Corn, Bloodbound, Garrix Reavers. Warmongers. Exalted Deathbringer, Ruinous Axe, Valkyria the Bloody. Demons of Corn, Skull Cannon. Okay, so it seems like they're getting more shooting now. I mean, I don't know what exactly this thing does, if it's what type of range it has, or what the rules are for that thing, but alright, looks like we're getting more shooting now. What do we got for Tzeentch? Disciples of Tzeentch. Fate Weaver. Screamers, okay. Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch. Yeah, the discs. Ooh. Interesting. What's he? A Beastman tainted by Tzeentch? What do we got for Papa? Papa Nurgle. What's he got? Okay, the Great Unclean One, the Glotkin. Plague Bearers look so much better now. Nurglings look so much better now. Blight Lords. Ugh. I think it's pretty gross. Rot Spawned. That thing seemed like it had some range to it, I'm assuming. Because it looks like it's spitting something out, so probably like some sort of spit attack. Probably not much range, but... Hey, let's take a look at the last one. Slaanesh. What did they have? Both these are pretty cool. Both of those are pretty badass. I want to know what the difference is between the two. I'm assuming Talon is probably more attacks or something like that. And voice, I don't really know. Sigvald. Lord of Gluttony. Wow, it's kind of funky, whatever that thing is. I wonder what the rules on that thing are. Kind of reminds me of Grecius Goldtooth. You know, and he used to be carried around by the little, what was it, snotlings and stuff like that. Lord of Pain. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the things on the eyes, kind of like what is it? Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story. Demonets of Slaanesh. Yeah, those look way better. Endless Spells, Hedonites of Slaanesh. What in the hell is that thing? What do these things do? Keeper of Secrets. Shalaxi Hellbane. Okay. Seekers of Slaanesh. Fiends. Oh, that's pretty cool. And Kragnos. Broken Realms of Kragnos. Alright, so there we go. Huh. It's pretty damn cool. Oh, that's awesome. Whew. Alright, so, yeah, there we go. Like I said, I could always just sit here and just go through the entire website, just checking everything out. It's so much fun, but the video would probably be, oof, wow, way longer than it should be now. 40 minutes, wow, and the actual video was only like 10. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you start looking at Games Workshop website and going through all the new models and seeing what's changed, what's been updated, what hasn't been updated. So yeah, all right, so anyways, there we go. Yeah, LAKOR, really interesting story about the first Demon Prince. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, that'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, links are in the description box below, and of course leave me all your thoughts and comments. What do you guys think about LAKOR? Have you used him before? What do you think about the new model? And let me know what you think about some of these other models and stuff like that, since a lot of new stuff has come out. So yeah, anyways, other than that, just stick around. More videos are on the way, and I will see you guys next time.